actually 2024
Mm-hmm.
when I was just a regular trader, right? I was just actually following other people's signals, and market was just in up only mode. What's your username right now?
Mm-hmm.
At that time, like from straight from 30K, we went to like 70K.
Mm-hmm.
Then suddenly you posted in your channel that we are like in the we are closing the first quarter, and the second third quarter is gonna be bad, XAMD, something like that. I was like, what is this, bro? And I did not even bother to look at it because you were saying a fact, first of all, and the second thing, it was a bearish thing, right?
Yeah, it was right here.
Yeah, exactly, right
It
there.
was
Yeah,
right there. I remember that because that's when Bitcoin was at 73K, or something like that, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
boom. And then
73
and then
500,
this
I
is
think.
yeah, and this is when all the altcoins went crazy, right? This is on this
Exactly,
leg,
the
right?
real out season, the real out season
Yeah,
of this cycle.
and then also I
It
gave
came
the
early.
buys from here and here, so I was like, okay, in my view, it's just like, oh, okay, we're clearly coming into a level, right? We're like, because I'm always watching USDT, but this is why I always tell people too, watch USDT because at this point, if you go look at Bitcoin, right, there was nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was like a new high. There was nothing to go off of, right? People are like, oh,
Yeah,
it's all time high. You know what I'm saying? And then it's, like it's gonna go to 100K. Because, it looks like, I mean, there's nothing to look at. But if you look at this, what is it telling you? Right? And to me, that was
yeah,
right, again, right with the time, right? Right with the time. Again, March going into April, Q1 going into Q2, right?
yeah,
Yep. Just like what I said this time, too. Look at this time. Look, March going into Q4, same thing. It's just time. Right? It's just understanding yearly distributions, right? And understanding
yeah,
yearly open and yearly close, and actually understanding the time that it takes to make those open and the close. Not just knowing open, low, high, close. That doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand how to actually
yeah,
even utilize that open, low, high, close within the mean time. You see what I'm saying? Within the given time. So same thing here, right? Why I gave the bottom this time. Again, it was clear for me. Q3 going into, I mean, Q1 going into Q2, right? March going into April. And again, not gapping higher, right? With the time. Same thing, not gapping lower with the time. Reversal, reversal. And again, it's always with time, right? And you also,
yeah,
obviously, you have your smaller reversals within the year, right? But I'm saying the major yearly reversals are always going to be off of your 90-day cycles, right? Off of your 90-day fractals.
yeah. The problem was that at that time, influencer was saying like the bears are this and that. Like they tried to call tops like 1,000 times. Bears are retarded, this and that. That's why I thought that you are just one of those guys who are just trying to catch the tops. But yeah, the rest is history.
Yeah. So from that point,
even even from the smaller, you say that we came down on USDT after like that March drop. In between that came with time too. If you see, that was clearly monthly open lows kind of.
yep, yep, monthly open lows.
So
And you
you
guys
need to
were,
understand the very first thing is high time frame, like yearly. Okay, I am gonna trade an yearly time fractal. That's how you know that on the back of your mind what would happen on the long run. Now, I bet when you saw that March swing, you would have targeted that previous high, right?
hmm
After that March 2024 swing, right?
yep,
Yeah.
right here, and
You
that was the target,
and
and that's why this
yeah,
failing off of here was
yeah.
another trigger.
You the first thing you expected would be that we would not fair value higher when we come to this level, right? The
Exactly,
very first thing. Then
exactly, and then
what
the
what you need
second
to think
thing,
now? Yeah.
and then
Doesn't
second
mean that
thing
yeah.
is the previous lick retest now off of this level, right?
Yeah. No, no, no. I am just talking right when you are sitting in March, right? In 2024, when you saw that swing, yeah. But doesn't mean that you would be just sitting all 3 months waiting for that level to be tapped. You traded in between. How did you trade it in between those monthly open lows on this chart, right? That means this
Exactly.
came down, crypto was gone up when this
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
But on the back of your mind that all right, I'm in an high time frame fractal, so I got a TP, I got a close. This is not the time to hold
Exactly,
swings,
bro. Yeah,
right?
and if we just okay, for instance, if we just pull up like let's just pull up Link, right? Some basic altcoin,
Yeah,
okay? So for example, and then we can go see it at that time, right? If we go see it at that time, March 24. Oh, look, top. It's peaking.
yeah,
Look at this. Chart is peaking. Like literally at this time, if you guys now it's hindsight, but for me it was not hindsight. Like so for at this time I was literally calling tops. Right? At this point I
yeah,
was literally calling tops and people were like, "Oh my god. No, it's going to go high." Yes, it will. But like just understand that pullback took everything, right? That took everything. That took all
yeah.
your
And
profits,
you
that took out all
and
the
this
leverage
is
positions. Like, you
yeah,
know what I'm saying? You could have just take profit
yeah,
and
yeah.
done it again. Like
Now
really just done it again.
yeah, exactly. Now on the back of that mind that USDT is gonna tap that level, right?
Exactly.
So
As
you
I'm waiting. Yeah,
in
exactly.
between,
As it's
in
coming.
between, you are just gonna close all the trades. But the trade that come with time and that previously retest on USDT, that's the one you are gonna hold on because that's your yearly time fractal trade with all your
Exactly.
analysis. You just have
Exactly.
to repeat the same thing but on a high time frame.
Yep. Exactly. So always just
And
know what fractal you're
and this
trading.
is a strong chart. Now open ARUSDT for a minute. ARUSDT. You open link. That's a good coin, great coin. Now look at this right now at your level. Now put a vertical line here.
That's what I'm saying. It was the same time, right?
Yeah.
2024, March going into April, same thing, right? You're seeing the
Now
same
go
thing.
into present. Go into
Boom.
present now.
And then just say, right? Even here, if you guys didn't sell, or I'm sure it came back for another high, but if you guys didn't, this was the main peak here. The point is, right? Boom. Right? Like I said, I'm sure it came back for another high, which it did,
Yeah.
right? And then what? And then that was it. You see what I'm
Zero.
saying? I didn't even have to see it. I didn't even have to see it, bro. I knew it. I was like, oh, it's just gonna put another high, and then that's it. And then look, boom,
Down only. More.
down only.
Up only, down only.
And honestly, since that point, alts really most of the alts have been recouped, right?
Yeah, it's
And now,
crazy.
now, now did that mega lick down too. So now they're all at the last, verge now.
Literally,
Yeah, they
yeah,
all need to start to
literally zero.
swing out of here. If not, we're kind of looking cooked. So for this last 90 days, we need to start to reverse and make a move out of this, or else,
Exactly,
there's really
exactly,
no alt season, whatever. And you guys know that whatever that move up, that this 90-day distribution, that is your alt season, whatever you guys want to call it.
exactly,
You know
If
what I'm
there is
saying?
gonna be any kind of move, that's gonna be right now.
Exactly. So we really got to be focusing on these
Yeah,
things
we
right
have
now and
to
really
like think
watching.
about it. It took everything out. This chart, everything,
Hmm.
every single person out.
Yep. Every single. And you guys can see here too, right? We're watching USDT, and again, came to the level. Even right
Exactly,
now,
that's
even
like a yeah.
previous league retest, right? And again,
That's like right there. Yeah,
up here
exactly right
again,
here.
that is what again, guys. Like this is what I will teach you guys too. So I'll just add it onto this video, right? On the previous league retest. So we'll just do a quick lesson on it. So what is previous league retest, bro? Can you say? Can you tell me? Or
Yeah,
what
yeah.
do I teach as previous league retest?
Previously, retest is um let me define it. Is exactly like you. Let's say you mark that previous high right at there. Okay, the price would come at that level, but first it will like kind of blast it. All right. First, it's gonna blast it, but it's gonna leave a nasty wick out. Now, every person is going to be looking uh, at either filling that entire wick
Or taking it out.
and when or taking it out, right?
Yeah, that's what everybody
But
else will be looking at this point, right?
but what where the real level is that previous high that you initially marked, right? That's the real level where you are gonna hold. Where if this USDT would have cleared this level, we would have not taken this week out. Even we would have gone blasted to the
Higher.
next high.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly there.
So in simple words, guys, what
That's how
previous
people
lick
lose there.
retest is when you guys have a liquidation level, right?
Liquidation level, yeah.
Most people just watch at this time the liquidation and try to take trades itself, right? But what I teach is to for price to come back to fill the wick, right? And at the same time, retest the previous liquidation high or the low. In this case, it's the previous liquidation high, right? That we're coming back to retest. And again, on that retest, if you are bearish, you want to now see the same action as the first liquidation, right? So previous retest is always the second liquidation after the first liquidation, which is your initial liquidation, right? So you get your initial liquidation off of a previous high, right? So you get the mega lick, boom. So now from that point, you guys can, it's not just done from here is the point. People always think, oh, okay, the sweep is done. Now it's going to go down.
Yeah.
But that's where you will get fucked if you don't pay attention to previous lick retests or even understand or even not know what that is. And that's where, again, price comes back to rebalance this wick itself, right? Pull the wick high, to the low, grab the fib, boom, right into the
Yeah.
GP, right?
Boom.
And,
Right into
and
the table.
again, and on top of that, previous lick retest, perfect previous lick
and
retest.
and look how you came up from that bottom. We did not fair value after that leak. Look behind all those
Exactly.
candles. The candle that tapped golden pocket, just look behind it.
Yep.
There's no fair
No
value
gap.
coming up.
Exactly. There's no
that's
more.
that's the real thing. You are going up, but you are literally going just to tap that previous leak. This is the,
Exactly.
like, we don't predict, we react. This is the moment you react. Like, you can see clearly candles how they are coming up. The way the chart is gonna go up is going to tell you a lot how it's gonna come down, and vice versa.
Yep. So
The
now,
people,
guys,
the,
the same
yeah,
thing, right? Same thing again. This is now that was previous example. So this is hindsight example, whatever you guys want to say, but this is now a live example, right? This is today. And look, guys, you guys see today too. What do you guys see?
real time, yeah,
This is live example now. This is not hindsight. This is today, right? This is today live example. And guess what? Same action happens. First liquidation, boom. And from that moment, what did I tell you guys? I told you guys
yeah,
to
we are,
watch the wick.
yeah,
It's not over. It's not over. So it's not just
it's
gonna
not
done
over,
from
yeah.
here. This is where everybody that bought in here, they think, oh, this is it now. We're gonna go. But
And this
again,
send,
same thing happened. They came
yeah,
right back, right back. Again, the same style too, right? Same thing. You grab the wick high, grab the wick low. Where do we come? Well, bro, you can't make this shit up. This is programmed. It literally this. Bro, tell me this shit is not programmed, and the most probable, highest probability entry model out there is the previous leg retest, and nobody even talks about that. Nobody don't even know what that is. You know what I'm saying? They always just talk
yeah,
about the lick itself or the sweep itself, and then the fair value entry after that or whatever. But they're never talking about this entry when it comes back.
yeah. Because it looks ugly. That's why it works.
Yep. And then
Like
and
a
then and
norm.
then, same thing, guys, for the long scenarios, right? If you guys have a previous liquidation levels, watch that level, previous liquidation levels, right? And you guys can see that's the previous low that we've liquidated. And again, you guys can see the price is not willing to fair value below the previous liquidation level. And in this example,
Yeah,
it's showing you multiple times. It's showing you
yeah.
multiple
That
times.
that's what I noticed as well. Market, whenever is going to, like, gonna die off, like dump, it gives you multiple times to get out.
Yep,
It
multiple
does give
times to
you,
get out. Yeah, exactly. It
always.
gives you so all these retests, guys, are your lower highs in the chart, or even sometimes some coins will be doing a higher high here, finishing doing the blow off highs. You know what I'm saying? But you guys can see even at the bottom here, this is the top of your altcoins and Bitcoin, whatever, and ETH, right? And this is the bottom of USDT. And you guys can see how many times we bounced. Not fair value lower. Not fair value lower. And that's why I kept saying this is the key level we got to watch. And if we don't fair value below, then we're not going lower for now. We're not taking this low, right? Because everybody at this point
Yeah.
was saying we're going to take
Is
this low.
waiting, yeah, waiting to take
Exactly,
this low
exactly. But what people are not talking about is what? Previous lick
previously.
levels. We're not able to fair value lower from this point. And again, same thing goes. Always use it with the fibs. High to the low. Where are we bouncing? Right off. This is a program
GP,
thing
yeah.
that I'm telling you.
Yeah, program
And it
thing.
will always, and another confluence on top of previous liquidation retest, fair values, right?
Yeah.
Even a current
Not
order
fa-
flow.
yeah.
So
Not fair valuing is a hack as well in the market. No, not fair valuing anymore. Like to high or to the low.
exactly,
It's a
exactly. Because
craziest thing, man.
because people always only talk about, oh, we're gapping up, oh, we're gapping down, but people don't talk about, oh, we're not
Not
gapping
gapping
up.
down, yeah.
You see, but that's where I studied. That's where the imbalance shifts in the market. That's where the imbalance is shifting that you guys are not seeing, but that's where the imbalances are shifting in the market. Order flow, like quite literally, imbalances are shifting here, right? And look at this, same thing, right? That same level, that POS, that previous lick level that I said is what? That is the bullish imbalance here that we're not trading below,
Yeah,
right? This is what I'm trying to say. This is not visible to your eyes, right? But once you understand the order flow, you get what I'm trying to say?
yeah.
Now,
That
this is people are guessing the levels, but that's where the order flow quite literally. Even look at this candle. We couldn't gap down. It doesn't matter if we close. This is where now regular, structured trading is it can fuck you up because if you guys are trading regular structure theories, what is that? That's break of
low,
structure to the
new low.
downside,
Yeah,
right? That's again
yeah,
candle close below full body. I don't care about the full body candles. Same thing with my liquidation logic, right? I want to see no fair value lower and a fair value
yeah,
higher. And a fair value
yeah,
higher, which you see, fair value higher. You see what I'm saying? Then this is
yeah.
not a break to the downside. This is where I made the video the other day on the false break and real break. You see what I'm saying? That's a false break to the downside. It may look like it to your eyes that it's a real break, but order flow plus, you see the order flow, right? As we're doing that, what are we doing? We're creating bullish order flow, double stacked
Exactly.
imbalances as we're doing that. But people are not seeing that, right? Because the candle looks ugly. Because the candle looks ugly. But the order flow itself, people, the buying pressure itself is telling you otherwise, which people, again, don't study or don't look at,
Yeah.
right? So there's so many things that
That
people are missing, right?
yeah. That's new all-time high on Bitcoin.
Exactly. And
That
that's
right there.
literally your
Yeah.
all-time high on Bitcoin, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. And even if we would have came down more on this chart, like new all-time highs on Bitcoin, you would be still bearish if we would be not fair valuing lower,
Yep.
right?
And then one thing here, right? Same thing with Bitcoin trade here today. So if I go on the 23 minutes, how did I get my entry here today? Look at the previous lick.
Previously,
Yeah,
exactly.
right there. And then guess what? I use
With the
time
time,
with my entry, right? So I
with
now
the time.
time the previous lick with the entry too. So I'm not just look, this is the third 6 hour open, right? Watch this carefully, guys. Third 6 hour precisely opens, right? Third six opens, right? 8 o'clock in the morning, New York time. And what happens? 6 hour candle opens, and then what do you get? Open low.
Low
Yeah, first 90, second 90, open
90
low, precisely into the previous lick
golden
retest.
pocket and
That's where I
previous
took my
liquidity.
exactly. And GP again. This is
Yeah,
GP. See, guys, boom, right into the GP. So again, mechanical. Boom, you enter your trade, right? And I just juiced the 90-minute candle. This is
yeah.
one 90-minute candle. And also note this, guys. People don't even understand this. This move that it went precisely up, that's
Exactly. Yeah,
one 90-minute candle.
that
That's
ended with
just
time, right?
one 90 minutes. Exactly what time. Precisely offering this entry exactly what time, right? Plus the previous lick retest, and boom. You see what I'm trying to say, bro? And then you can target the high, and then close with the 90-minute candle. So price target hits and the time hits. You get what I'm saying? Actually, the close of the candle. So time and price also aligns with that TP, and the time and price of the entry lines too. So both ways. Look how
Yeah,
powerful that is. And then now from
crazy.
this point, right? Now from this point, I TP'd 50 on this wick here when we did the higher low,
Yeah,
right? So I
your
TP'd 50
SL
there.
would be break even right now. You are
Yeah, exactly. So now I'm break even and I TP 50 off the highs. So now I want to see what? I want to see fair value taking this fair value out and then taking the daily open out. So now we need to close above the daily open. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
And once we can close above the daily open, then I can target liquidity that comes with time, not random highs, not random highs, right? What target will I target here? Very clear third six high is right here. Not just because that's the previous high, but because this is the third six high that we have
third
not
six high.
tapped. Exactly. Right here, there's no
Eh,
third six high, right? This is the high. That's not lined with time. This is the high here that lines with time. This one doesn't line with time, right? Again, this one doesn't line with time. So the next one would be over here, right?
Yeah, and that are the levels where you are gonna see the same concept again. If we
Exactly. If we
swing
can
there
fair value
without fair
higher.
valuing,
Yeah,
give a
if we don't
higher
fair
low,
value,
and then previously retest, then it's again gonna take this low out, current low.
yeah, exactly. So from here, now again, we have liquidation level. So if we come back above and start to clear and break fair value higher, then you can expect after clearing these highs, price coming
1 2.
back, right? And this lines with next week. And if you can get this with next weekly open low, oh shit. All right.
That
That'll
would
be the
be
mega,
crazy
mega
trade.
entry. That'll be a mega entry. Right. So, but either way, you guys always note the liquidation levels. Don't just trade it through or just don't just trade it away. Like always remember the liquidation level. And again, note this. We're failing the liquidation level. Right? We're failing. We need to
Exactly.
gap up above it. That's the first step now. And that's why I TP and then stop loss break even because I'm not safe here.
And
I'm not
you
safe
have to
until we
think
gap
about,
up.
yeah, the days as well. This is Friday, right? If you don't fair value right now, it, it's probably gonna chop around,
Exactly all weekend and
and it
then
looks
dump.
like it's gonna chop around.
Exactly. And then if we don't do nothing, then we're gonna chop around Sunday
Uh,
close and then dump on,
yeah,
Monday.
exactly.
And then take
And
all
that
this
would be
out.
kind of bottom.
And then we're gonna have to take the mega
Then
longs.
we are gonna, yeah.
Yeah, if that happens. But again, we don't have to guess it, guys. You don't have to predict the chart.
Exactly.
You don't have
This
to predict the chart.
exactly. You don't have to predict the
Smart
chart
people,
exactly.
like
The
smart traders, guys, and educated traders, they learned over the time that yes, you can know what could happen, but you don't need to predict it. You just wait for your setup.
exactly,
When it comes, it hits your, whatever your strategy, your edge, your setup is, take the trade. You don't care if it wins or not. You're playing off the probability of you taking the same trade again and again and again. That's it. Yeah, I don't care if I win or lose at this point. I used to, but I
exactly,
know better now at this point to not to care because it's, again, goes back to it's probability, right? If you have a fire setup that plays out 70% of the time, why not do it when the time comes? Don't think. Don't use emotion. Don't think what if, right? Think about it. Most people use too
yeah.
much emotions and what if, and that's why even if they have a system, they can't execute it. They can't take the trade.
Yeah, like price went up before coming to this level, right? But we did not took entry. I took zero positions after that, right? When we were talking and you were saying you just had to click reverse button, right? But what was
Yeah. And
the
then again,
time? Monday.
just for proof, this is the trade from today. So I
Yeah,
actually took this previous lick trade, guys. Look at the entry. You know what I'm saying? Look at the time, look at the date. It's today. And that's the entry from right here. Right? Previous lick retest entry from the morning. So these are happening all the time. Previous licks are giving all the time. Right? It's one of my favorite ways to enter the market, guys. Like even right here. What is that? Lick, previous lick retest, no fair value higher. Then again, you can expect fair value lower.
with the open,
Yeah, you can expect
I
fair
think.
value lower.
Yeah,
Again, once I'm giving you guys sauce today, okay? So if we're not able to fair value higher, right, then again, that should tell you something. That should tell you two things. That should tell you that, okay, we're not going higher because we're not offering fair value above the previous high. So there's no more bids coming above these high. That's going to create fair value above these levels. But that's telling you one thing. And the second thing, it's going to tell you that, oh, we're going to have selling coming in, creating the opposing side fair value, which you see, opposing side, breaking this order
Yeah,
flow. And this
that's
is
how
the
you
first
catch
step. And
one.
exactly, that's the first step. And that's how you guys can top
Yeah,
tick and bottom tick. And it's not a luck. People always say, oh, it's luck to catch the win.
exactly.
It's not luck. I'm showing you guys how to do it quite literally, and you guys can back test it for yourself and deck me later. Because somebody will sell, and I don't even know if anybody teach shit like this on there, but people would charge you out the ass to even teach you something like this. And I'm literally saying it for
Exactly.
free, right? So do it. Go try it for yourself. Look at it for yourself, right? Everything that I'm saying out here, guys, like take notes and then try it for yourself,
The
right?
biggest win of this setup is that you enter and you immediately can SL break even if you TP or not. And now you 80% of the time you are sitting at kind of a situation that either you will lose zero money or you will make insane RR because you have caught
Hey,
the exact top or
so
bottom.
so wait, let's go over actually, you caught that crazy trade, right? So on the short play the last time, we can go over that trade.
Yeah.
Send me the P&L card for that so I can pull it up here.
Wait, let me
Mm.
send you.
Yeah, so it's not no hindsight stuff, guys. And this is my student Goku. He's just been, trading here for a minute now, but he's been sharpening his knife silently.
It takes time, but once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Right. It
You
takes
have
time,
to you
exactly. That's pretty much like the best way to say it. Yeah, it takes time, but
yeah,
once you see it, once your eyes open up to these things, guys, you can't unsee it. You can't just go back to trading something else. But yeah, this day was crazy, bro. I was surprised you caught that. It was right off the third six too, right on that day, bro. Right there. That shit was textbook too. Look at it. Look at this, guys. That
yeah,
was the day right there, guys. And again, comes right into the time. And this is why it's very important for you guys to wait till the time to trade. Because even if you thought it was going down, if you shorted here, if you shorted here, if you shorted here, you got taken. You got stopped. You got ran. And then it's gonna, right? And then it's gonna go down. But again, simply by waiting for your third six fractal, what happens? Right into the third six, you wait for open high, right? What do you get?
yeah,
Open high. Right? Again,
yeah,
sweeping these levels plus what? Not fair valuing higher. Key factor.
yeah,
Again, not gapping higher while everybody else is getting excited right off the open.
yeah.
Right? And at the
Let
same time, filling fair value to the other side. And so if you guys see on the 90 minutes,
exactly nine.
yeah, it was
You
filling
have
the
to
fair
just
value on the 90, right? So it was doing all that at once. Boom, 90-minute open high, right? And then let me pull the trade out. Oh my
yeah,
God. And you guys can see here, he caught that whole juice down. That whole, oh my God. You guys see the entry here. Boom, you see? And that shit's not a joke. You guys can actually catch trades like that. And he didn't know what was gonna happen with the Trump and this and no, right? That none of that mattered.
yeah,
Like you just took the trade because it followed the rule of what I say, what I teach. Right on time, not gapping higher, order flow failing. What can you expect? A gap down. And what happens again? Gap down,
a gap down.
gap down.
Yeah.
So again, it's a working system, right? You guys can backtest it yourself, but it's a working system.
Actually, if you can switch to a little bit high time frame, I can show you. I can tell you my exact thought process, like 138 minutes or 6 or
Oh yeah, and you guys see it says demo, but it's not demo. It's just on a funded account.
yeah.
Solana
This
short.
was the
Oh my
trade on Bitcoin,
God. Look
the
at
one
this,
I
guys.
just
So
sent.
so we can really go look back at that trade too. Same thing, Solana on the third six on that day. Right? So let's go see Solana on
Exactly
that
same
day.
thing.
Right? Boom. Right? What happened? Same thing, guys. And look, this doesn't matter what pair you're trading on crypto either. Just pay attention to the time and understand to read order flow. And again, fair value, we're rejecting fair value. Oh, hold on, I'll go back. Let me see. I'll just skip back to the Bitcoin chart. So yeah, so we're rejecting fair value here. At the same time, what? At the same time, sweeping this high, right? Again, how do you know it's a proper sweep? First of all, it's on time. And second of all, what? We're not fair valuing high. Once again, right? We're not gapping higher. Then again, what can you expect? Fair value lower,
New fair value lower. Yeah.
right? And same thing if we look at it on a smaller fractal, 23 minutes. What happens as we're doing the sweep, quite literally, coming into those fair value on the 90, at the same time sweeping this high? We're not gapping higher. Again, if you guys are using basic structures, right, then you're gonna think that's a breakup structure to the upside. And you're gonna, and even if you're
Yeah.
in a long here, you're gonna hold along. You're gonna think that this is okay
Yeah.
because what you guys got
And
taught is that, right? And so you think that's proper, and you hold a
exactly.
trade, and then boom. But no, again, you have guys have to trade structure with order flow, not just structure.
Order flow.
Structure, order
Exactly.
flow,
Price action.
liquidity at the same time. So three,
What?
you need to watch together. If you guys traded separately, you're cooked. You're fucked. That's when you're gonna get manipulated and think that this is a break to the upside. When what I teach again, right? If it's taking out a high and if it's not gapping higher, right? Then what is that? That's a false break, right? So again, what happens? Fair value lower, right? And you guys can see the trade right
Yeah.
here. Entry 225. Oh my god, that's a crazy trade. Two two. It's right
Yeah.
at the top of the. Oh, it's on
It,
Bybit too, so
yeah.
it's a little different, huh? On Bybit, let me see on
Now,
my.
actually, the real I had more conviction on Sol, and the reason for that
Oh
is that
yeah,
the moment it gave that entry was exactly why. Because I had more conviction in Sol, because at that exact time, Bitcoin was doing what? Making a new all time high,
yep,
and Sol was making a
exactly.
lower high. Now, everyone was expecting that Sol is just lagging and it will play catch up, like it will go to all time high, this and that. But exactly what I saw was that Bitcoin is gonna drop. So Sol is already making a lower high, so it's gonna drop more.
Yeah, that shit is
Yeah.
crazy.
If you shift back to Bitcoin, I can show you one more thing. Zoom out a little bit. Zoom out where we made new all-time highs on Bitcoin. Yeah, exactly there. Now mark monthly open on it. October open.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Now, what I was watching here was that we were going like aggressive up, right? But the moment we took out previous all-time high, now zoom out, mark the previous all-time high. Yeah, that one. Mark it.
Yeah, again,
Now
we're
you
not
can see
gapping higher.
exactly monthly open, and we went straight up, like straight up. And
Yep. So
trust
we
me or
won.
not, I have the tested back data that predicted that whenever you go up without a week in lower week on the first week or two,
Yep.
70% of the time you came back down.
Yep.
Now already have a thing. I already have a 70% probability of coming down. Now you took out previous all-time high where that red line J marked, and you clearly swing. You did not like what is a real J always tell us, if you want to know what a real breakout is, you have to see a clear fair value higher. Now you can see the moment we made a new all-time high above that red line, the very next we swing exactly back down, right? So what I saw, I said shit. Oh, all right. Now, if we go up and take this all-time high one more time and swing there, man, that's gonna be cooked. And that came exactly with the time, the most highest thing right now. Yeah, but I
Yeah,
missed that entry,
and,
right?
and and
But now
again,
I missed. Yeah,
just to add on to the the 70% probability if we pump, right? The first time without dumping. Again, why is that so? Right? Most people wouldn't even know why. But that's due to what? Again, candle formation, right?
Exactly. You
That's due
you
to
are doing
candle formation.
OH, open high.
Exactly. It's opening, creating this range, and coming into second week, it's sweeping the high, open high. You see what I'm saying? That's the monthly, fractal. Your first week creating this range up, and then your second week sweeps the high to start the second week, and then goes down from that point. Right? So now you guys can see we're way below the open, right? That's the monthly open, and we're all the way below the monthly open now. So now, only way, that this could survive is now to come close back above the monthly open. That's the only argument that we can actually start to push higher now. It's not random level. This monthly open, if we don't just formation wise, think about it. If we do not close above this monthly open, formation wise, then
Yeah,
it's just closing with the fat red candle now to the
exactly.
downside, like by end of the month. That
Exactly.
means that means this is the top, right? Again, you guys can apply the same thing on the monthly. What do you guys see? Taking out previous all-time high, no fair value higher for how many candles? One, two, three, four. Now the
Two,
fifth
three. Oh
candle.
my God.
Exactly. So if we really close bearish this candle, that's the top. There's like
Oh my
for now,
God.
that's really the top, guys. Like it's not an
Yeah,
argument. There's like order flow is quite literally failing for months and on and on and on.
exactly.
And again, we did the final sweep again with no fair value higher. So if this candle
And a
closes
new
like
high.
this,
Oh my God.
the next candle
Two
open high, it's over. Then boom, like that will be the like short to the here minimum. I'm telling you, minimum here.
minimum here. Like
Yeah,
exactly.
because
Minimum
again,
74,
and this is not a random
75.
target. It's not a random target because why? It's not just because that's the last low. Okay, and I'll tell you guys more sauce. Again, this is the low that failed to fair value through a high. Nobody teaches this shit. Again, listen to it again. This is the low that we failed to fair value higher, right? Quite literally.
Yeah.
So then
Or you can,
again, that
yeah.
becomes your target. That's why you switch to the opposing side, not because
Or in,
not because it's like a liquidity rule. You know what I'm saying? It's not
yeah,
because it took one side now it has to go to the other. The real reason is because this is the low that failed to offer fair value higher. So then it has to get discounted from this level to even bid again.
exactly. You remember we just looked at USDT, how market gives you multiple opportunities to exit before dumping, right?
Yeah,
If you
same
look
thing.
at
This is what
monthly,
that
this
is.
is
Boom,
exactly the same
boom,
thing.
boom,
It is
boom. But you
going
just
giving you opportunities.
yep, it's just giving you multiple being highs to get out. And you guys can see that it didn't hit once and then now what I'm saying? Every time. Look at this last time too.
If it hit
Multiple
it
chances.
once, yeah, and
Multiple
dump,
chances every time.
yeah,
Multiple
exactly.
chances.
At least
More
one more high. At least one more high you get before we dump down. At least. If you are dumping with the very one high, that's a crazy bullish thing. Just max long. If you dump down just after making one high, and the fact you are taking the high again and again and again out is already going to tell you that we are gonna dump a lot this time.
exactly. But yeah, so that's pretty much what it is for this one. You want to talk about anything else, Goku? Go over anything else or talk
Mm,
about anything else
uh,
that you want to mention to them from learning?
yeah. Yeah, price action is the craziest thing, guys. Just don't predict. Like, you don't have to predict. Or if an influencer tells you that Bitcoin is going to 200K, or even you tell it yourself, you're not gonna make money. If your strategy is not gonna tell you to enter, if your strategy provides you an entry, take it. If then it's gonna move to 150, 120, that's how you are gonna make money. Not by predicting, by reacting. Like right now, if we enter here, right, uh, just like Jay is in a Bitcoin swing long, right? So he's not gonna just set a TP and close it. He's gonna look at the candles. He's gonna look at the order flow. All right, we are fair valuing higher or not. He's just gonna close it.
And also note that guys, this entry was right with the USDT previous lick retest.
Yeah, and yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm
Another
saying? It was
most
right
important
with that,
thing
bro.
is USDT. If you don't uh, align USDT with your TN, it would be much easier.
Yeah,
Like
and
a
then
lot of time, Bitcoin is showing some noise and USDT is clear. A
yep.
lot of times.
And then I shared these levels last night to watch, right? And then boom, boom, it filled it right as USDT filled the previous lick, and you can
No,
see it.
not
It
even
came,
last night. Yeah, we
yeah, and you can
discussed it
see
on the day we did leak that
same thing
daily
today,
close.
right? Why
Yeah,
did I enter that trade today? Right? First of all, USDT previous lick retest, but again, also Bitcoin previous lick retest, no fair value lower, right? As we come right into the previous lick retest, and same thing happened with USDT, right? Just to the other side. So USDT on the daily, same thing, but the other side, right?
actually, on
Literally.
you, yeah, on USDT, we were looking at a new low like
And look,
from the
bro,
start,
and
right?
look how powerful previous lick retest is. You could just
Yeah,
trade to previous lick. All like even here, look, previous lick entry,
previously
bigger
entered.
previous lick entry, and again, previous lick entry. And nobody talks about those as even targets. They always talk about highs and lows only as targets and fair value as targets. I
Yeah,
always give
and
previous lick retest targets.
also keep your charts clean as much as you can. Like, not don't make 100 levels or 10,000
Exactly.
indicators.
Try pray. Just I'm
Like
telling you guys, mark out previous lick and then wait till it comes there and then trade it. Right?
clean
That's
chart,
the
clean mind.
yeah. And you don't have, many like even here, I was watching this level, but I already knew we were going here because like on the lower time frame, we fair valued above this previous lick. So from this point,
Yeah,
that's again, I didn't tell you guys this, but this is again telling you something. If it fails now, what does that mean? That means it's going to the next one. Next previous lick. Right there.
yeah,
Yeah. So if you have a lower one below a higher one, and if the price comes to it, but if you're watching for it to fail, but then if it gaps above it, then again, you know it's going to the next one, bro. It's telling you something
exactly.
too. It's telling you something. All right. So if it holds
Right.
it, it's telling you something. It's going through it, it's telling you something. It's both telling you something. That's why it's a very important level. It's a decision making level.
Yeah, exactly. Chart starts speaking to yourself. Literally, candle starts speaking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is going in between. And the fact that you would look at after you learn all these concepts, you would do one candle like 30 minutes or 1 hour, and you would automatically make an image on your mind on how the candle would be looking right now on all the other time frames. Like, when you have
Exactly.
enough experience, you
Yep.
would just look at one time frame and you would like, all right, we would be doing this on high time frame, and you would just open that time frame to confirm it.
Yep. So like, on this daily candle, right? I already know on the 6 hour it shooted up and then failed and kept coming back down. And look,
Yeah,
shoot it up, failing and coming back down. Exactly what I said. And I don't have to look at it. I already know it. I can see it. Just because I understand the fractal of the candle. See what I'm saying? I
exactly.
know it takes 4 6 hour candles to do that one daily move. And just even looking at that one daily candle, I already know that's gonna take one candle blast up and then two candle going down. You can see it. You can know that by not even looking at it because it's all fractal time frames. It's like multiple time frame, like alignment, guys. Is kind of scam because all is the same. Like what they're all the same. This is what people don't say. Oh, they're like, oh, align the 4 with the 15, and then when everything lines up to that's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because literally what it is that's all the same candle. You just need to what you need to really know is know the higher time frame open low, and then know the lower time frame open low as it's doing the higher time frame open low, or vice versa. Know the open higher time frame open high, right? Like this one, right? And then
Yeah,
know the lower time frame open high to catch that higher time frame open high. That's high, and then
exactly.
align with the previous licks, and then align with the order flow failing and things like that, and then align with the bullish divergence, bearish divergence, and then previous lick retest, and then fib levels. Then there's no way you could go wrong trading. I just said everything that everybody
Exactly.
has to know in trading.
Like, yeah, exactly. When I shorted Bitcoin, I swear I did not know we are like, I did not set, or I did not predict, or I did not enter in a way that the biggest liquidation event is going to happen in history. I did not know. But the fact is that my TA and the strategy I learned from Jay made me enter before it happened,
Yeah, and I'm
right?
telling
So
people
that's what matters.
it doesn't
That's what matters.
matter
You don't have to predict. You have to be in
exactly.
that position to get
Exactly. If you're in
to
it, you're
yeah,
gonna catch something. You're gonna catch it, whatever that
yeah,
prediction is. If you're not in it with your strategy or whatever it is, right? Then why does it matter? You're just hindsight
yeah.
talking. Oh, this happened. I could have been in
That's
it. I could
that's
this, you
that's
know.
what city influencers do, right? They predict we are gonna go up and down, and then they are good just gonna flex the one that happens.
Yep.
They are not positioned on that side.
Yeah, and same thing with this trade, guys. Like like this is my legendary trade, but I'm still in this trade. My ETH long from here. Like I'm not even. Who do you guys know that's it in an ETH swing long from this point?
Yeah,
Like,
that
who do you
was the
really know, bro? That's what I'm saying, guys. Like, I'm still in a
textbook,
swing
guys.
long from
This
this
was
point.
a textbook.
Yep, textbook, textbook. Right? Even this, I already
Plus
explained
one,
it on
plus
the
one,
channel
plus
a
one,
couple
plus one,
times, but
plus
yep,
5, 10 confluences.
bro. Right with
Sentiment
the
was
time, right?
bearish.
Time
Yeah,
and price.
time was there. Previous leak was there. Swing
Yep,
was there. 23-day swing was there.
everything was there,
Everything
bro.
was there.
Like, it's literally, guys, watch. Boom. Oh my god, this is too crazy, bro. Previous lick retest. Boom. Oh my god, bro. This is actually crazy, bro. Right with the previous. This is why I teach this, guys, and nobody really talks about this shit. And this gave two entries too. Previous lick retest. Look. Boom. Another one. Previous lick retest.
Yeah,
Boom, bro. You
one, two.
cannot. This
This
is
one
this is
comes with
how
a
I bottom take
confirmation.
shit. And
Yeah,
people always ask, how do you bottom take shit, bro? Understand the previous lick retest, bro. When that shit comes and you know how to catch that open low, line it with the time, line it with the monthly open low, and then catch it on the lower time frame, catch it on the lower time frame open low as that's happening. Boom. Oh my god. Even me, bro. I knew my targets, right? But I didn't know this shit was just gonna
yeah,
one-way juice
exactly,
there, bro. That's what you can again, you can have your targets, but I don't know
exactly,
how it's gonna get
exactly.
there. I don't know how it's gonna get there is the point. It could took 2 years to get there. It could take fucking, 1 month to get there. I don't know that
That's
actual length of
yeah.
and
That's what I
how.
was trying to say.
I
Exactly.
don't know. I don't know how it's gonna gap up. I don't know which candle's gonna gap up. I don't know if it's gonna start with the gap or in gap in the middle. I don't know if it's all gonna have a gap. All three, like in this case, all three has a gap. You see what I'm trying to say? I don't know how it's gonna create that, but I can know when to enter with my setup and know when to
Exactly.
target with my setup.
Exit.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say? But I don't have to guess it. But then when the time comes to check it now, then it's playing out again. Time. And I gave the time. Time came, it hit the highs, boom, 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 boom. And then again, you guys can see
Swinged.
previous lick, boom. And then you guys
Retest.
can see,
Swinged.
boom. And then we're
Exactly.
not gapping higher. And this is why it's important. This is why I'm now only 10% left in my each swing long at this point, and I only have runners now. Right. And I'm just playing it day
Yeah.
by day at this point. No more, swing longs like that. Because why the fuck would I swing long right here? When it's just like I just don't get it. Like this is what
Exactly.
people don't get. Like
And
why
the
the
reason
hell?
for to hold that 10% is the 90-day gap we have on it. That looks good, actually.
Exactly,
That,
exactly. And
that drive
we're
this point.
still
Yeah.
holding the gap at this point, right? We're not closing
Yeah.
below just yet, and we still got 9 days left. So if this candle can suck back up and close, right, and then the next 23 days again, this is the first range, right? Just like the first six of the day. What is this? You see what I'm saying, Goku? That's the
Yeah.
first fractal of the 90-day. So again, we
Oh
have
my
a
God.
range. Yeah. So this is how I play. I play it
Exactly.
like this, right? I would play it. This is the range, right? And then again, whatever happens off of that range. So if
X.
we get a if we get an open low and hold this, then that's the mega long to target this, and that's the yearly close, bro. I'm telling you. So we're gonna make
Oh
one
my
more,
God.
and that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying, bro, it lines up perfectly to 53, and that's why I always said 53 is my target. You see what I'm saying? So if we can
Yeah.
finish like that and just that leg up, your altcoin's gonna go stupid. You know what I'm trying to say? That's
Exactly.
where it will recover the whole fucking move just off of that and more. And that's the time for us to make some money on that shit coins. That's cheap. But again, this needs to play out for everybody's to be happy, is what I'm trying to say. But again, guys, if we fail this, next
Yeah.
23 days does an open low, that means we will have open high. That means we will have a small alt run up, but then shortly will fail right back and we'll be going back to zero.
Yeah, this time we
Yeah.
are gonna
So
go
this is
much
the
lower.
sauce, guys. This is how I go on about it every 90 days, right? I'm not guessing the move. I'm watching the open. So again, what is this 23 day, guys? This is not just a
Open.
random move going up and down. That's the
Yeah,
open of your quarter four. It's not random. I know what this is. You see what I'm trying to say? That's the open. So again, we don't
yeah,
even have to lower the high yet. So people are tweaking out, panicking out. Why? Why? The shit
yeah.
hasn't even came yet.
Exactly. Because they
The
don't
shit
know what
hasn't even
time.
exactly, bro. They don't know time. And again, if you understand time the way I teach it, you will know why. Oh, I'm thinking like this. Why I'm trying to TP here. Why I'm trying to enter here where everybody else is seeing something else. Right? Oh, got a gap down there, but the gap down here doesn't matter if we. Well, it will matter when we close. Right? Then it can literally yap back into that gap. Right? Fill the gap, open low,
Yeah,
and then can move up. Right?
blast. Right.
Again, any
Exactly.
liquidity above the gaps are high probability liquidities, right? Because it's double. It's double bang always, right? Fair value plus lick. Then this is high probability entry.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
like if
we
we
get an
close
open
right
low like
now,
that,
take this
boom.
previous like week out of this X open,
Hmm.
right? But surprise, we are into a gap now, and actually you just showed this exact on some other chart right now, like 30 minutes ago. Yeah, that was USDT chart. If you go there right now,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
yeah,
all fractal. It's like they're all the same, and it will
yeah,
show you the same
exactly.
shit. Look at this shit.
This recent low, this exact low. If you go to like 138 minutes, yeah, this week. What Jay just said is that the recent all-time high on Bitcoin. You can just zoom out a little bit.
Oh, like bottom down here.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Now mark the previous leak here. Yeah, exactly. We can do this like have a little bit deviation below on ETH on next 23 day, right?
Yep.
And then reclaim and blast. That could be a great setup.
Yep. Oh, USDT is looking good here now. See, I
Yeah,
need a gap down though. See, there's still no gap down. There's no gap down yet.
yeah.
So I
But
can't get
but
happy, right? There's no
but
getting
looking,
happy until I see my fair value to
yeah,
the downside now. Because again, we didn't fair value higher. So what's the step number two? Step number one, no gap
yeah,
higher.
exactly,
Step number two
exactly,
is to see a gap down. So now I physically need to see a gap down. Now I need to see a gap down since I'm in it from here. I'm in it from. I'm not looking for an entry. I'm looking for confirmation to stay in this trade. Because now,
exactly,
if I don't see a gap down here, then why the fuck would I stay in knowing that it's gonna again take the high
exactly,
out? Why would I stay in? Why? There's
exactly,
no reason for me. So again, I would need a fair value lower, and people don't teach this shit, right, Goku? Where'd you ever
exactly.
right? That's how you guys need to manage risks. Not always
Th-
just target the low. Like
exactly. This
you
is
don't know what's gonna happen coming to that low. That's why don't predict.
exactly
You don't
100%.
know
That's
how
what
it's
I
gonna
was
take that
saying.
low out. You don't know
This
how. You
was
don't know. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? You
this
can
was
only
the
know
entry
as
I
it's
was talking
happening.
about. Yeah, you are in a position now risk free to cut TP. Now, either if it gaps down, you are gonna get multiple RRs, or it's
Exactly,
just
bro.
gonna hit break even, and that break even would kill a lot of people again. You would
Exactly, bro.
instantly getting messages of 1 billion liquidated, 500 million liquidated, this and
Yep.
that.
And then off of that, if it doesn't gap up, I'll take another entry. Boom.
Yeah, and this was just a trade where we did not gap down on USDT, and you still made money.
That's what I'm
That's what
saying,
I'm
bro.
talking about.
That's what
That's
I'm
the
saying.
power of
Because
catching
again,
one.
if you guys are even trading basic concepts, what do you guys are waiting for? You need a new gap. Or at least now, if you trade inversions or something, then what do you have? That's your entry right there, right now. My entries was literally up here. You see what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Other people, smart money entries are down here. Like what you guys trade, the ICT, smart money entry, it's all down there.
Yeah, and their SL is your entry.
You see what I'm saying? So by the time I'm looking to see confirmations, you guys are trying to make profit. I'm already been
Yeah.
made profit, TP'd, and break even. What? You see what I'm saying? It's like 3 steps ahead already. You feel me? And that was again right off the previous lick retest. Bro, that previous lick retest was way too crazy. Right there.
Crazy, crazy.
Boom. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I was able to, and I showed you guys right on Bitcoin too. It did the same thing. Boom, right to the previous lick retest and did not fair value. Strongest entry model. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I took ETH at that time, right? And it did not tip yet, though.
but yeah. Anything else you want to go over, brother?
I think that's pretty much it. If people just actually listen and look at this yourself on the charts, like the very first thing where you want to change is look at it yourself. If Jay took a trade, just open. I used the way I started seeing things is that whenever Jay shares his PNL, I instantly go to the charts and see what he did, what would he looked at that time. That's how you start looking at things for the start, right? Like everybody has to start somewhere, so that's where you should start.
Yeah, yeah. Great session today, bro. Great session today.
Yeah, so much. Like we can sell this for at least $10,000
This
because it
guy.
has so much sauce in it.
Yeah, but if you guys find value in this video, make sure to subscribe and leave a like in the video, and I'll come back with some more subs.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah, I actually low-key don't want Jay to become famous or his concepts, because if anything becomes so famous, it won't work, right? That's why these things work, because like I would say 0.2% people in the whole trading community would know these things.
Yeah, that's why, I haven't been making videos, but I gotta make videos because Matt wants me to make some videos now, bro. So I gotta support the team, man. Gotta support the
Yeah,
team and help out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys,
yeah.
peace. I'll make
All
some
right,
more
guys.
videos coming soon. Peace out.